Alright guys, so last week, or sometime early this week, won a raffle they had on D-Boss Firearms. There's D-Boss. Let's see what we got. Can you hear me? Okay. Gotta thank you for supporting the channel. Got a King of Camo. Got a D-Boss. An Arby's sticker. That's awesome. Some D-Boss decals. Oh, and a gold signed photo. And the Nasty Nate sticker. Not very photogenic, but it works. So yeah, that's my unboxing. But what we can do is I'll take you around the room with my little laptop, my personal phone, and mhm, got my Echelon 4.0C with the little extended mags. Got the O-Sight SE enclosed optic on there. Got those nice texturing on it. Got that little slide serrations so you can get a hold of it. And it's got that little wing on the back so you can grab that slide and rack it. Nice little fixed blade. from Stack. Got my Canik TP9SF. Got the Deadly Duo, the P320 sisters in large and medium. Got my little 365X macro holster. And this little guy, if you haven't seen them, that is a cup holster from Vets Tactical for your cup holder in your vehicle. That is the best thing I've ever bought. Because being able to take it out of the appendix and just have it in your cup holder for easy, quick access while you're driving around, that's worth it. And then this like the EDC corner. Got your firearm, spare mags, pocket knife, your EDC flashlight. Got your wallet, your watch, your keys, spare battery for your flashlight because you never know. They only last about an hour, hour and a half. Got your Walking Dead katana plate carrier. CMMG 556. Magpul furniture. Got the little Vortex red dot with the 3x magnifier. Backup sights on there. Got that SIG Foxtrot flashlight. Love that little guy. Papa would like this one. Got that Maverick 88. Mine's top folding. Added that little side saddle for the stock right there. Those are training rounds. And then you got the Smith & Wesson folding pistol carbine. The Romeo 5 red dot. Some Timu backup sights. Hopefully they work. I need to try those. And then you got your spare mag holder in the stock. And it takes MMP 2.0 mags. But like right here, it folds in half. So it's about that long when it's folded. All right. I'm gonna mount this so I can see the chat now. Okay, let me see where we at. Yeah, Captain, that Lazy Susan is got it on Amazon. Figured we can't touch it, but we can at least make it rotate. Yeah, my folding pistol carbine is 9mm. Before they came out with the color and then the 10mm. Which, when I was trying to do the whole, you know what? Hold up. Let's see. That's where we go. All right. See how that looks. All right, it's about to swap for you. Hold on. I don't know how many people are using TV versus cell phone, but that should give you a better image quality. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That way you can kind of see it without touching it, and you don't have to stop your live. And I got my little gimbal, so if I do take my camera off the tripod, I can take it around without being too shaky. That off. That's annoying. All right. Does it look okay? Or, I mean, you can turn it sideways. Yeah, the vertical is great for cell phones for people swiping on like shorts, but when you're actually in here, uh, a lot of people use TVs when they're watching at home. So if they hit a live, the horizontal is going to be better for people watching on TVs. Oh, the like the little oh, that light, yeah. And then let's see here, I've got two of these lights. As it rotates. There we go. And then I've got two of these, or these two lights over here. Just some little background decorations. Which I may have to like move the subscribe one because trying to get it into the picture, because you either get up close so you can see everything, or you have to back out so you can see everything in the image. All right, so let's see. My bad. How's everybody doing now that we've gone around the room? Dusty! I think later I may upgrade to a actual camera, but for right now this is just a spare cell phone. It's 4K. Let me see how many people. We got 5 people watching. That means Captain, Pawpaw, Dusty, probably me. Who's lurking? Hit that like. If you don't like it, hit that dislike. I'll take a dislike. But yeah, got my M17, M18 there. They haven't shot me yet. Keyword yet. And what I want to do is take that M18 slide. I've got to get a threaded barrel for it. And I want to slap it and the FCU on this little dude. This is a full-size P320 Coyote grip. YouTube, it's an empty piece of plastic, so don't like take me down. Like literally there's nothing on here. Oh, there's a mag release. My bad. Dangerous mag release. But yeah, I'm gonna slap that on there, and then I'm gonna get the little Harrington arms compensator that'll slide right in here. So it'll be all nice and nested, and then see how that goes. Oh yeah, I know hurricane season. I think it lasts until the beginning of November here. So yeah, and the only thing I really have is I got some lights off of Amazon. Everything actually I got off of Amazon. Um, they got different options for the diffused lighting, just kind of make everything look brighter. The rack I got off of Amazon. The tripod I'm using is a Victive, like I guess it's aluminum Amazon tripod, which I did a video on that, but I need to do like an actual good video on some of this stuff because I kind of just threw it together. But I like it. It's orange with black. It's got the little quick release for the legs, so you can extend it, and it's got the little pivoting feet on the tripod. Matter of fact, so you can see what we're talking about. So, got the little pivoting feet, these little quick release snaps, so you can extend and retract. And it's got like 4 of those per leg. You know, you got your up, down, left, right, pan, tilt, all that. We've got, for if you ever need it, there's a little level, so you make sure you're level when you set it up. When it is set up, it's got a nice little carry handle here, so you can just lift it one shot. And then these are the diffuser lights, LED. You get the little tripod, just so you can see how thin they are. And these are nice VD. And the control for it. Both of them have a power button. You can change from cool to white to warm, up, down on brightness. So you can kind of low. I think there's 5 settings. Most of these seem like they have 5 settings now. And then these lights have on, off, and 5 brightness settings, which I keep them on the lowest because it seems like they kind of blur out otherwise. This one, there we go. Sorry, lost connection for a second. This one only has on and off, which, I mean, hey, that one's got the 5 settings. And there are some other really good options online. I just haven't bought them yet. But yeah. And then there's her. She's like, I don't like being on camera, but she's very photogenic and she's spoiled. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's a good girl. Right. Enough of the dog. Oh yeah. As far as my microphone, sorry, I'm just catching up on chat real quick. Oh yeah, she's great. These are my little microphones. They're kind of like that, was it DJ one or DIJ or something like that? Just a little lapel mic. Um, I do go over here. There we go. Got a little memory card in there, so it backs up to the memory card also. That way, if for any reason your phone or your computer doesn't record the sound, you have a backup from the memory card you can pull from, which is good for when you're editing videos. It's got noise cancellation, like that's medium, that's high noise cancellation, and that's regular. I think it's got a mute button, and also it acts as a camera shutter button when you're hooked up to their app. And I got the one that had 2 microphones and the little transmitter receiver. Got a charging case for it, which also has a case that it goes into for like a carrying case so that you can take it places. And it has the little windscreen furries. Yeah, those are like the boom mics, right, Dusty? Because I was looking at something like that, but with me moving around so much, I didn't think it would work in this setup. Yeah, she's a good girl. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's see what the heck a Bus King rig is. Okay. And Papa, you still here? See, Papa, what's good is my little gimbal has tracking. So once you like lock it onto you, you can move around. Okay. But you can move around and the gimbal will follow you and track your movements. So if you were to actually be in front of the camera, it could follow you. And let me try it real quick. Because y'all haven't had me on the camera yet. See if I got enough room to do this. You're backing out. All right. Let's get this party started. I'm going to go up a little bit. And a lot of these gimbals, even though I got the better version that they had, but a lot of them are they have built-in tracking either through software or they have a separate AI tracker. Like this one has a little AI module for tracking, so you don't have to actually use the software one. All right, watch out, girl. See if this is gonna work. There we go. And we're gonna turn over here. Is she tracking me? I think she lost me because of. There we go. So yeah, no hands, and we are tracking. So that way, if you're moving back and forth, because Papa likes to move around. But I think you have to have really good lighting, because otherwise, I think it loses you in the shadows. Try that. But it's radio. Welcome to my corner. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Papa, is range content. That way, if you're like moving, or if you're doing like, your kit setup and you're got your rifle in your hands, the camera can just kind of follow you. There you go, Dusty. I have to figure out how to set it up so I can play it on like my Amazon speaker, a little echo. think it's got a better speaker than my laptop, or at least it would probably sound better. But I do like, if you remember, Papa, D-Boss is using an acrylic board for all his stickers. I like that because that means you can put your stickers up there and you just take the board with you when you take it down so that you don't lose your stickers. I just have to find me a decently priced one because I did not realize acrylic is so expensive. And what I'd like to do is try to figure out how to make a standalone gun wall because I don't want to actually like drill into the wall. And in case anybody's wondering, that little wooden stand for your nightstand, actually I think I got that on Amazon too. It's part of that One Tigress group. They do a lot of the airsoft, um, like they'll have the little kit, airsoft kit, bunch of little extra little budget friendly items. I wouldn't trust my life with some of it, but it does make certain things worth it. I like that it does have a spot so you can run your power cables. The watch section of it, you're supposed to put like an iWatch, your smartwatch over there, and you can actually plug it in through the little hole in it. Where my wallet is actually a phone stand, and just below the wallet there's a little hole so your power cable can go through that and up through the little stand part. Though with all the crap that we carry, I do wish they had a little bit bigger version of it, but it's supposed to be for nightstands, I guess. Now, I don't think it holds a full-size handgun very well, but my little P365X macro fits in there pretty nice. But yeah, that's my little area. And got a laser that looks like it might work for pointing at stuff, unless you're colorblind. I'm assuming lighter is going to be your ceramic plates, because the steel ones, they're cheaper, but ceramic's going to be definitely lighter. Shoot, I need to see how much they weigh. They did a review on the Temu ones for like 35 beans, and apparently they held up actually kind of well. I just don't know how heavy they were. see. Yeah, so Timu has a set that's 450 grams. Let me see. So they're about a pound a plate. Now, I'm probably gonna buy a set just so I can see how they look, feel, and all that. They may be one of those kind of things where it's like a one use and you're done kind of thing, but they're so cheap you can afford to buy 4 or 5 sets of them because everybody else wants about what, $200-300 or more per plate. Yeah, I wonder. That might be interesting, Dusty. Um, I do know I got the steel plates. I need to get a spalling guard because I didn't think about that when I got them, but I do have the back padding for it, so it's got a pad between the carrier, eh, my side of the carrier, and the plate itself. That way, if you get an impact, it kind of cushions it a little bit. Yeah, if somebody's coming after you with a rifle, more than likely the plate's not going to help anyway. But if you know you're going into some kind of like so-called firefight, then yeah, you definitely get a good set of plates and just not worry about the weight of it at the time. But for you had to don your plate carrier for local stuff, then yeah, just a simple lightweight plate should do fine. Because most anybody's gonna either have a 9 millimeter. They do like the 10 millimeter a lot lately. Good to know, Dusty. I just bought me that 243, and you were the one that telling me about that 55 to 58 grain round. It's like it's not armor piercing; it just happens to pierce armor. Oh yeah, but if you're at a corner store, you're probably gonna have something more under the clothing or like under a jacket or something maybe. Though seeing a clerk, kitted out at the local, corner store would be interesting. Probably get a lot of traffic from just people coming in to watch it and look at it. Yeah, Papa. Just take the placard off of it and run it slick, and it should be good. Okay. So yeah, like this one, pops that off, run it slick like that. Then there's this guy, which is, throw that over there. Oh, for sure, Papa. Oh, so Dusty, 3,500 feet per second, starts roasting the barrel pretty quick per round. But yeah, Papa, let's see, give you an idea. Now, I would do an upgrade to this because I want to do it anyway. This has the little Velcro, which you have to lift this up, put it under there, and it Velcros it to itself, kind of like this side. So they have these quick connect. You know, they have a little quick connect that you can get for your copper fund. So you can just kind of snap it together real quick, so you can get it on and off quickly. And that'll probably be a lot easier than messing with that Velcro so much. I just haven't done it for this plate carrier because I was thinking about getting a second one. Um, Probably going black or black multicam just so I can have different colors. Friend of mine at work was like, "Why do you need, a second one?" It's like it's how we accessorize. It ain't about being tactical and all this other stuff. We like it because it looks good. Yes, it's functional. Yes, it does all this other stuff that we want, but when it comes down to it, it's like putting color on your firearms. We want to look good because we're probably never going to actually get to use the thing. Oh yeah. Uh, I'm assuming they're still big down here. I know if 10 years ago they had the little game rooms, and then all the corner stores started having little machines in there. They couldn't actually give you money, but they would give you like gift cards, um, stuff like that. They had to find like loopholes on how to do it, and then they got to the point where they were like private clubs. Yeah, they get raided occasionally. They'll seize all the machines, but they make a fortune off of that stuff. Yeah, last time I was in one, um, if you win, they would give you like your choice of gift cards or something, like Walmart. I think Walmart or something like that. But most people were happy with all that. There's a, I went to this one bar which the owner doesn't advertise that she pays out for it, but if she knows you, she'll pay out. Ouch. But how long does it take to make that 1500 back? In case you're wondering, what's nice is with this little gimbal, it's got a little remote control. You can, the little AI tracker on top has a built-in light, and it also sends an image to my remote, so I can see roughly what the image looks like, and I can move the camera without actually getting up. Oh hell! How many machines is that though for that 30 to 69? And if you're doing that much, it almost sounds like you got a mini casino. Damn. So 13,500 in fines so that you can make 30 to 70,000 a day. Hmm. That just seems like taxation for, operating your business. And that's probably cheaper taxes than you pay on payroll, as long as you're making on the upper end. Yeah, with us being close to Louisiana, right, 2 hours away or whatever. When we cross the border and we go over to like Sulphur or Lake Charles, every place has machines in it. Ginseng. What's ginseng? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on live stream. No, you're good. Over an hour. I got up at 2:30. Yeah, a few hours. Yeah. No, I'm good there. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. Phone call. I got back. Shoot, I need to go get me something to eat. I didn't really eat last night. Spent a fortune on it, but didn't eat. Let's see where we got. Looks like I missed some lives last night. Yeah, I had like the stomach surgery back in like '07. Ended up losing like 200 pounds off of it. So my stomach is like small. I'm good, Dusty. I just have to make myself eat occasionally because I don't really get hungry. I just know I need to eat because if I don't, then I'll lose. I don't get enough protein if I don't eat. But the downside is if you drink anything, that liquid takes up a lot of room in your small stomach, so you have less room to actually eat. So if I don't drink when I eat, but last night I drank just to, you know, sometimes it's easier. It's like, hey, yeah, just get me water or get me a soda or whatever. Because waiters are like, you don't want anything to drink? And it's just less hassle to order something. But yeah, I took like 2 bites, maybe a little bit of the pasta I had last night. I went to Maggiano's, kind of like I call them a little bit more upscale version of Olive Garden. They do family style Italian and all that. Went out with a friend, and yeah, I think I had like 2 pieces or 2 little strips of fried zucchini, maybe 8 or 9 little pieces of pasta with sauce, and like one good chunk of my chicken parm. But it was good. The rest of it I gave to my friend to take home. My gallbladder, I got it taken out because somehow something got wrapped around it and cut off the blood flow to it, so it was dying. So they did surgery and pulled it out. Oh yeah, it was good. Like it was the perfect. I love a good chicken parm, especially when the crust is nice and crispy. Had that little mozzarella slice on top melted, a good red sauce on it, and even the little crispy breading had good Italian flavoring. Chicken was tender, not dry, still had a little juiciness to it. Ouch. Yeah. Uh, like 6 months after my surgery, my appendix went out, and then I think it was like over 5 years later, my gallbladder went out. See, this is what we need to do. We need to get everybody together and make like a 2A cooking channel. Guns in the kitchen, you know? Put like a rack in the end of the kitchen somewhere or next, out of the way, but so you can access the fridge and the counters and stove. Yeah, I just hate that my gallbladder went out because after that, I have to eat something solid in the morning or it gives me issues, midday because we have to drink a lot of water at work. Otherwise, we get dehydrated quick. And water needs something to kind of slow it down in your digestive tract. And if there's nothing there solid to kind of act as a speed bump, it goes right through you. Hell yeah. Shoot, talking to Paw Paw reminds me of my grandparents. They were French Cajun. Makes me want gumbo now. But you ooh, since I got somebody on the live, I have a file that I made. Where's my little? Oh, it's in the other one. Hold on. Yeah, sounds good. They used to make a chicken and sausage. I guess because they did it for like their French club, so it was easier to make it in bulk because they would make huge 80 quart pots of gumbo. They do like one or two of them, and then they'd sell it at the local French club. Let's see. We are looking for Excel. I made a list of content creators that I have subbed to. I think I got up to like 209 of them so far. Because if you were on, whose live was it? Chanson's live last night? Like, more afternoon. Um, Confidence Reloaded jumped in there, and I found her off of Copper Top Tactical, and he's been doing this thing for about a month or two, where every week he posts 6 gun tubers, and he's trying to get people that follow him to go follow them and build up the 2A community. Because you know how hard it is to find anybody new on YouTube. I randomly come across somebody's like, oh, look, I haven't actually subscribed to them. So I try to subscribe to everybody I come across. Yeah, I want to say his live was like 12 hours ago. So it's 4:30 a.m. here. It was about 4:30 p.m. my time yesterday. He actually did an unboxing because one of his viewers sent in like a bunch of accessories for a giveaway. He had like a stock, some risers. The risers had like the built-in iron sights, so that was kind of cool. He got a beanie, bunch of other stuff, like a little forward angled grip. Oh, I need to get. I need to assemble my firearm. I've got my stripped lower for my for an AR-15 lower, but I think I want to buy some drop-in triggers for it because I don't feel like dealing with the other mil spec triggers that come with the set. And I would love to videotape it. I just need to find out if YouTube would let you, because technically, I don't think it's considered maintenance. Unless I'm like, oh, look, I need to replace my trigger. It's just not there. Yeah, with the new algorithm that YouTube's pushing, which some of it makes sense, because everybody's using YouTube as their TV now. So the old content that a lot of these big channels used to push, going out shooting or showing a gun, it doesn't get as many views because people are on their TV clicking. So they may watch it for a few seconds, be like, okay, next. But unless you have something to actually show and interact with the, viewing people, I think the older ways are probably having just as much trouble as we are. Oh. see here real quick. Hold on, girl. We are gonna go around here. So this is my list I've made. Let me see if I can get it to look up. There we go. These are all 2A gun tubers, people that are like, you know, showing off their handguns, whatever, but on a pretty regular. Let me turn that off. Hold on. There we go. Best part is I can't see my screen now. Oop, there we go. And all of these are their actual YouTube name, like their YouTube, was it username? Not their display name, but their actual name that you put the @ in front of. So I guess it's their channel username. There's Confidence Reloaded, and that's Copper Top Tactical. Here's FE Ordnance. Dust Cover Actual. Bunch of other guys. I do need to probably like alphabetize it though. I think I did originally on some of it. Reaver Approach. Does some fun content. I think he's out in Wyoming. Hey, below average Utah dad. Stifler. Tactical Dad. The Arms Room. Token. But yeah. Ouch. Yeah, I was wanting to do like the whole production type, you know, the good edits and the music and everything, trying to do some videos. And supposedly, you know, YouTube's getting away from all that. I'm like, okay, I just want fun content. Hell, hold on 1 second. I gotta change my view. Get over here for a second. I think the battery's died on my little turntable. But I do believe it's rechargeable. Do I have a... Oh yeah, I got a Headshot 87 on here. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I just gotta try to be careful about the whole copyright, and I'm trying to be careful about some of my early content to make sure that it doesn't violate anything, because I do know once you get close to that 1,000 mark, YouTube goes back and starts, dinging you for everything you did in the beginning. Yeah, but you can get a 4K camera fairly decent now, even if you just buy a used cell phone. You find one with a decent camera built into it, doesn't actually have to work as long as it can do like Wi-Fi and the camera works. Because what I do is I have my camera hooked up to the Wi-Fi. I use the browser on it to send the image over to OBS, and from there it transmits to YouTube. That's why there's like a 20-second delay. That's what another reason I want to get a built-in camera. That way I can cut that delay. So YouTube sounds automatically like send revenue to whoever uses it or whoever it's from. Yeah, being a six hits the pocketbook hard. Let's see what we looking at. Still four of us. Trying to figure out why we got four people, but there's only the two of us talking. I wonder if Papa left his up and running. Change my alarms because I'm starting nights again tonight. Yeah, I was just wondering because I'm showing four people watching the stream. You, me, and then two other people somewhere. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe they're trying to catch me because I'm new. Not today, YouTube. Not today. If you're watching in the background, lurking, trying to get a sneak peek of my dog, hit that like button. Hit the dislike button, I dare you. Go ahead. All right, Dusty, I'm gonna leave the live up for a little bit. I gotta take my dog outside real quick. I will be right back. She shouldn't take too long though. But she's over here crying. Like, I just took her out not too long ago. How's the audio sound to you? Okay, cool. Oh yeah. I've got the little mic, lapel mic. I was just wondering like how the quality of it was. And my computer's trying to talk. There we go. Hope so. Shit. Got an extra viewer. Paul Wick, what's up? Welcome to the live. Takes about 20 seconds. Hey, Mr. Blythe, how you doing? Correction, Sir Blythe, my bad. Yes, indeed. Gotta love that range footage. I'm hoping to, I think the third week in October, get a bunch of shooting footage out in the real world, touching grass and everything. Hoping in a few days I can unbox my new rifle whenever it gets here. Sure thing, Dusty. Take care. Yeah, it'd be nice to get my brother out there with us and go through, let him shoot his little Taurus G3C. Is that what you got? Okay. Yeah, G3C. Sniffing alcohol for nausea? Really? Interesting. Yeah, Pop Pop Pew Pews has a nice little Cricket 22 for his kids. I think it's in pink. I was looking on. Yeah, Paul, are you using rubbing alcohol or just like drinking alcohol, or it doesn't matter? I love these little life hacks that you find out midway through your life. Hey, brother, have a good night. Love you too, bro. Bye. Apparently, my brother was lurking. And for those of you that might have missed it, I got my little package from D-Boss Firearms with the Nasty Nate. Big old nasty. And the D-Boss crew with King of Camo. Awesome, Paul. On that same live, I think is when he mentioned using an acrylic board for your stickers. I might do something similar to that. That way, if you can put the stickers on it, and if you need to, you can take them down. I may cut the board into like smaller sections so that it's easier to transport. That way, if I ever have to like take it to another room or if I move, I can bring everything with me and shoot. Thinking about it, I could probably actually sandwich everything so it protects the stickers too. Yeah, I went by my government name on the thing because I didn't realize when it asked for your first and last name that that's what they were going to put on the wheel. So my name is out there somewhere. Yeah, D-Boss was talking about he was using an acrylic board in the back for all his stickers, and it's like that would work. You don't have to put it on the walls, or you don't have to put it on like, a pegboard or a safe or anything. It's reusable, it's clear, and if you put holes in the corners, you could sandwich it with another piece of acrylic that's clear and basically make it like a pictured, a framed picture kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not putting stickers on my gun. Like I got them on my workshop backboard. Like, I got a Maverick, Palmetto, Ammo Squared, Magpul, GSG, Winchester, my Blackout, Defense, CMMG, 2A Warehouse, Ace Tac Gear, Streamlight. I think I got a SIG somewhere. Think. T-Rex arms, Millspin. Even got alien gear. The only sticker I have on my safe is I did put a Bucky sticker on my safe, but it's just a little small round one. And that one is not that big a deal because I can get Bucky stickers all day long. Like anything you buy from Bucky's has this sticker on the price tag built in. I didn't realize it was a sticker until the little clerk was like, "Yeah, just so you know, these are like stickers." I'm like, "Okay, great." Nice. Yeah, one of the content creators I started following, he has a patch, and I put that on my safe, and it kind of works because it's not exactly even, but it doesn't look out of place really. We're going mobile, YouTube. Stand by. Dun, 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 dun. There's some shoes. Yeah, that was my first light I was thinking about using because it was the only thing I could find. Except I realized I'm not a 13-year-old girl, so I went and looked for something better. But where's this remote? Now my remote dead. Yay! Hold on. Got my. All right. So that's if it'll focus. That's a patch I got on my safe, and the black and white just kind of actually goes together. That's the Bucky sticker. And backboard, which I wouldn't worry about this backboard, but a lot of these stickers. Yeah, I didn't want to anything that I can't come across again. That's getting preserved. That's why the acrylic sounds like it would be awesome. That's the Weaver approach with Winona, his dog that, you know, went to greener pastures. Clint Magdump Morgan. Meow. Oh, plug this gimbal in because apparently the remote died. Cool. I didn't realize I could use the remote while it's plugged in. Nice. Yeah, my smaller safe actually kind of hides inside of my armoire, which I bought the armoire specifically to hide my safe. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We are about to, let me see. We're going on a trip. You can't see it, but that's okay. I can't see my screens, but we shall do this. So this is the armoire. Oh, but what is that? It's a safe. Booyah. Got two shelves in there. It's got these little pockets up here. You can put some mags on if you wanted to, but there's enough room in there for my SIGs, all my SIGs actually, all three of them. But ta-da. But yeah, so that was across the house. And we are back, baby. Hit that like, subscribe button, double tap that screen. Now I'm kind of curious if y'all even got to see that. Okay. Did it work? No. You tell me it didn't work. Okay, cool. Y'all did see it. I wasn't sure if it came through because I come back and it like flashed for a second, the picture of the safe after I already came back. I'm like, no. Oh, Saturday morning, 5:18 Central Standard Time. Good morning. Welcome to the channel. This is a friendly channel. We like to talk about guns, cooking, our, fearless canine companions. We also talk about content creation, decor, equipment, life in general. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee because it's that time of morning. Maybe get your bagel on and tap, tap, taparoo on that keyboard. If you're on a phone, hit that swipe, give us a little shout out. Roger that, Paul. Thank you for visiting. It was awesome having you here. If y'all have any tips or recommendations, feel free to shoot me anything, and we will alter and tweak everything to hopefully be better for everybody. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been looking at that one actually. Uh, Somebody recommended the MC9L. I know there's the 9, there's the L, there's the LS, which I think has a longer slide. So, let me see. Don't do that. There we go. And I like to kind of, when I get bored at work sometimes, I start looking at like what's on sale, what's a good deal. And half the time, it's when I'm not looking for a good deal that I find one, like that rifle I'm expecting. And it's like, crap, got to grab it while I can because either A, somebody doesn't know, or B, they're going to change the price later. Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out what the LS and all that stands for. It's kind of like the SIG, how they got the, compact, full size. Everybody uses different terminology to kind of identify their handguns. Let's see, we are looking at centerfire pistols, and we're gonna look at the Canik Meta MC9. Then there's the Prime one too. I guess is the Prime one the ported one? Yeah, the Prime's the ported one. Okay, nice. Okay, L is long grip. LS, I guess, would be long slide because it looks like it's got, maybe it's like long grip with a long slide. Yeah, I was just looking at that. It's got the little golden trigger safety. So that's a TTI trigger. Nice. So my local place has it for $6 hairs. Let's see what the cheapest is. I love this little dude. Let's see, model number HG 83 28 N. So my place wants 6. The cheapest I can get it for is around 5. But my place is nice because if I find it at a place that they'll price match, they'll give me the price match plus 5% off. But yeah, no. All the places they price match are the same price. So yeah. But I could always order it and have it shipped and just pay the FFL transfer and probably still save at least $50. Between the FFL and the shipping. But I'll add that to a wish list later. It's like every handgun is doing the porting now, which is good for the recoil, especially on the smaller handguns. Maybe cuts the snappiness a little bit. But yeah, my little TP9 right there, kind of bottom right, black one. It's a TP9SF, not optics cut or anything, just your plain Jane Canik 9mm. I got that one for $3 hairs. But what's cool is I can still slap a red dot on it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Yeah. I have to see if they have one for it. But shout out to Foxtrotter6 for his Dove optics system that he, did a little video on where you can actually put an optics plate where your rear iron sight goes, and it's a solid plate that will let you mount a red dot to your non-optic cut firearm. But yeah, that's Dove mounts dot, you know, woo woo, because YouTube won't let me say the CMMG thingy. TP9 is thicker, MC9 is optics cut. Oh, yeah, MC9 seems more like your smaller, carry version. The TP9 is the full size. I think it's got the 5-inch barrel on it. So an equivalent in what I started with would be the TP9SF is like my M17 from SIG P320 full size, and the MC9 is more like my P365 X Macro. Nice. Yeah, I mean it's for the price, and I wonder. So they got Glock, Smith& Wesson, Springfield, and CZ listed on that one, which is cool because if you got multiple Glocks, multiple Springfield, multiple whatever, you could probably just pop this plate off and slap it on a different one. So you can move it around if you had to. I would assume, but I'm seeing some screw holes there, so that. I just wouldn't want to have to take the optic off to move it. Ooh, they got one with a tritium front sight too. That would be worth it. I gotta get me a Smith& Wesson. I think I'll wait and grab one next month, but I've been trying to wait until they have a um some kind of promotion because I hate just getting a firearm without at least getting something out of it. Either I, save 100 doll hairs, or like with my Echelon, got the gear up package, so got a free Crimson Trace 1500 red dot, 3 spare mags, basically a range bag for it. I think that's it. So the optic, the mags, and the case, or the gear bag, which is cool because the case, it comes in a little soft pistol case when you buy it, and it goes great inside that little range bag. And I will say, I had to buy like the little optics pins again because I had a malfunction at the range where I had improperly installed my optic, and sadly, um, my little O-Sight SE on my Echelon went flying. Took, the little pin with it, and it's all because I over torqued a screw because my torque wrench did not like click. And I was like, no, but I put a different screw in it, and it seems to be doing all right now. I need to take it to the range, test it out, make sure it doesn't go flying again. But when I did that, the little pin set was like $20 hairs, which is awesome because, they could overcharge for it. Being a proprietary system that they have, they could have charged you 50, $60 for the pin set to mount your optics. But 20 was like, I should have bought like multiple just to have them. But, and I may end up going and getting like 2 or 3 more sets just to store them somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to be the same for all their firearms. Springfield Armory. Because this system they have, you got 3 different pin sets that you can use, and out of the box you can mount, I think they say like 19 different optics without having to use a plate. And if you want like a budget friendly version of like the HoloSun EPS carry, it's not solar powered, but that O-Sight SE is fully enclosed, and it's it could be a cousin. Maybe from Arkansas, but it's still a cousin. And it's definitely like, I think, half the price. So you got the, you know, 320-ish versus the 160-ish. So do y'all like this horizontal look, or do y'all prefer vertical? Because if I do vertical, it's gonna cut out some of that because I'm gonna have to zoom in and get it the ratio just right for cell phones, for swiping anyway. That's probably why I'm not getting any views, is because A, it's early morning and people are still just barely waking up. Hopefully my brother's asleep instead of lurking. Creepy old dude. But yeah, they got that Canik MC9 tan over black. Looks like it's even got the little tan base plate. J-Dog! Welcome to the channel. Yo, yo, yo. What you got? What you need? What you want? How can I assist thee? Dude, if you sent me a text message, go to sleep. My brother's lurking. I don't know about mythical. But let's try something real quick. We're moving. Yes, indeed. Alright. We're up to no good behind the scenes. Trying to get my stupid little remote to jump up. Let's see how much you're looking at. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Uh, right now I'm just trying to see why my gimbal's remote's not working. Like it won't connect. It's being difficult. but that's all right. We'll make it work. We will kick back. Move this over here. So as you can see, we have our Echelon over here, our Canik TP9SF, our M18, our M17, my little X Macro holster from TX Arms, my cup holster, which if you drive and you want to have a holster for your firearm, goes right in your cup holder, just sits in there, and it's easy access, so you can grab it if you need it. That way, you know, if your seatbelt has your appendix kind of strapped in, it's easier to, you know, access your firearm while you're driving. That way somebody runs up on your driver's side door or your passenger door, be like, think again. And took this off because Papa was looking at the plate carrier set up for something slick, lightweight, hopefully for wearing under a shirt or something, because Papa's a baller. You got to be protected. Spare light for my flashlight on that guy. It's on the other side. So, yeah. Rechargeable, which if this was like the best invention I ever like found, is when I realized that all these little firearms guys have these rechargeable batteries. That's awesome. I need to buy more. Since we're here, got my little gloves, just some mechanics, 0.5 millimeter high dexterity, or is it 0.05? No, 0.5. So they're thin, but you know, they still do what they're supposed to do. Oh, literally, the only difference is the slide is shorter on the M18. Like, give you a perspective. Hold on. All right, camera, we're going mobile. Uh, they have the exact same grip module, which I didn't realize until after, you know, I bought the M18. But I was going to buy the M18 anyway, because I want to take the full size grip module, which I thought this one would have had. This is the grip module that I thought this one had, which would have gone all the way out to the end. But I want to do it on this guy. You can kind of see with a threaded barrel, and I'll put that Harrington comp in there. So it'll sit inside that little channel and it won't go past the end. And that should look really good. So yeah, that guy up there. That's one reason I've been trying to collect all these little modular firearms, so you can take the FCU out of this guy, take the slide, get a new barrel, and just slap it all on this guy. Same way that this guy is modular, just like that. If I wanted to, I could do the same thing with it, just buy a threaded barrel, full-size frame, and slap all the compact stuff on it, and I could do a nested on it. and it's dead right now, but you know what? I wonder if I can still do it. I'm going to set this guy down for a second. Hopefully it doesn't fall. YouTube. Look at that, YouTube. Where you at? I know there's a power cord somewhere. There it is. I'm not touching a firearm. I'm not touching a firearm. Touching a base. There. And today on QVC, we have the Springfield Echelon 4.0 compact, equipped with an O-Sight SE, enclosed red dot optic. It has the extended mag, the pick rail for your weapon light of choice, and comes with a soft case pistol case for those range trips. We have those very nice serrations on the front and back to get grip hold of, with the little indentation there on the side, so if you slip, you're not going all the way back. It's got the little wing on the back, so that if you want to grab it there, you can pull it back. It's got an awesome little U-shaped uh, iron sight right there, and that little was it glow in the dark. Have a good one, Blythe. Yeah, uh, J-Dog, sorry, I just saw that. Basically the same thing, G19, G17, just the SIG version. Which everything's pretty much kind of like that. You just got to figure out what models are equivalent. Because we were just talking about that about the Canics. Like this would be kind of like the M17, like that guy, because they're both full size. The MC9, little metal one, is more like my 365 back here. Little EDC thing I got from Amazon. I think it's a one Tigris. Hold your cell phone, your smartwatch. I throw my keys up there. Little place for your pocket knife, little flashlight, whatever miscellaneous stuff. Throw a couple of mags. It's got the little holder for your sidearm. But yeah, and that is going faster than I want it to. So we're gonna hit the little button down here. Yes, we love Echelon. Echelon is the shit. People want to talk crap like, oh, they're made in Croatia. It's like, yeah, but the company's still American. And if I can find that video again, they have the best PR video about, the Croatians talking about how they started building firearms because they wanted to equip their military. They made the video that SIG should have made if SIG wanted to save its butt. The little Lazy Susan, I got that on Amazon. Just a turntable. I was originally going to put something over it, or like over the mirror part, just kind of put a little padding on it, but it still kind of works. Actually, it looks kind of nice. Plus, you can get like the underside look of it too when it comes around. And just a heads up, there's like a 20-second delay between video and audio. Well, my video and audio are linked, but they're 20-second delay from it and what you type. Oh, my bad. That is Amazon. I think you can find it in a couple other places, but it's one Tigress. If you've ever been on Amazon and seen their plate carriers, they're like airsoft stuff. They make that also. Because I've actually got that from them, and I've got a little ID holder that I got because it's got the little clear front. But I use that for work because I needed something with like a built-in lanyard. That way I don't have to keep taking my ID in and out to badge in and out of certain places. But yeah, that actually comes in, I think, a flat box. It's like, so this is the base piece. That's a piece. I think that's a piece. That's a piece. Little bolt there, and that little U shape is a piece. And then it all comes in like a flat box, so it packs up nicely. Uh, yeah, I can look it up. Hold on. There's those guys. Remember, hit that like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. And yes, that is just for decor. That thing is a piece of crap, but for 30 doll hairs, it looks good in here anyway. It just does not fit, and it hurts to try to put it on. I'm like, no. But I literally bought it just for decor. Oh crap. Watch out there. But is everybody doing okay otherwise this morning? Diabolical because I bought decor. I was just trying to make it more entertaining. Plus, if you didn't know it was a POS, it does at least have a nice aesthetic to it. Let's see, Amazon. We're gonna look up one Tigress. I'm trying to remember how much I did pay for this thing because yeah, I'm looking it up now because I honestly couldn't tell you. I've had that for since I got my ADC, so that's been over a year now. Where's one Tigress? All right, so I think it's one Tigress, and it is a multi-purpose organizer with gun rack. And where are you at? Amazon has it as unavailable. So it's not currently available on Amazon, but Yeah, the LED signs, I kind of, I noticed some before I even thought about doing YouTube. And once made the channel and everything, I was like, let me go look and see what they have options wise. And found that subscribe one, which I was like, cool. And then they have the little dude in the background over there. My stupid little thing would come up. Yeah. So there's that guy back there. And I think the LED signs are about $35 hairs, since we can't actually see prices and where things are. Yeah, I bought the little stand back in June 6th of 24. But let me get this real quick. Wait, do they have a different one? They have alternative items that you can look up. Wait, is this the same people? No way. That's got to be a smaller one. 9 by 8 by 2. When it's unavailable, 9 by 8. No, it's the same one. Okay. That little nightstand's only $8 on Amazon. Damn. Hold on. Let me get the link for it real quick. Go to Discord. Cheeseburgers. It's 8 whole cheeseburgers. Say you're made in China, but not really. Yeah, I had to actually check the specs on it to make sure it was the same model, not just a smaller one. But yeah, the one for 7 cheeseburgers is exactly the same measurements. Though, yeah, I mean, looks like it might be slightly different. It's got a few variations that are different, but it's pretty much the same everything. It may not have like the little padding for underneath the right side, and for the little AirPods holder in the back left corner of it. But yeah, I've seen their tents and stuff. I just haven't thought to try one yet. I probably want to get one just for like, emergency supplies kind of thing. Huh. Hey, Vontae, you better hurry because it says there's only one left on Amazon. But that's sold by this one company, so there may be other ones out there. You just have to find them. But yeah, if you click on their store, like right under the description, it should say like, visit the One Tiger store. Then it'll have a more section and then life gear. That's where they got like the card holder I have. I had a glasses case. I forgot about that. That thing, that thing held up like you don't know. I had the one on the mine was zippered instead of the little quick release. The case itself outlasted everything. The little metal on it for like the clip and the zipper rusted, and at some point I just like chunked it rather than get another little clip for it, which, but I work in an industrial area, and the case itself, I put 3, 4 years of heavy use, just, being in my bag, getting slung around, whatever. And the case didn't phase. It's still stiff as heck. If you put glasses in it, they'll last. You may have to replace the clip on it. The zipper was fine. Just the clip was the main thing that was rusting because it's got a little metal bar where the has a spring, I think, and it clips on. But yeah, I was surprised on how well that was put together. So I wouldn't be surprised that some of their tents and stuff would be very well put together. My camera is actually, let me see if I can do this. That'll make an interesting little video. So that's my camera. It's a Motorola cell phone. I'm not even gonna lie what model it is. It's like a 2023, I think. I don't know why I'm like trying to like show you everything on my phone when I'm using a different one, but yeah, this one isn't connected. So yeah, it's just a cell phone. Ugh. Matter of fact, because I technically did buy it on Amazon, that is a Moto G Stylus 5G 2023 cell phone. It's got 128 gigs of internal memory, 50 megapixel camera, and when I bought it, yeah, it's like, I think it actually went up a few bucks, but 168 doll hairs later, that was the spare phone I had for when I have to send my phone to get repairs. Yeah, I've got my Motorola Razr phone that I use on a regular. Uh, that's my personal phone, but I, the bad part is because it's a Motorola Razr, there's not a lot of aftermarket for it. So trying to find a decent case or some kind of like holster for it is, there's only one good case for it that I found. Even though even with that, I'll drop my phone all day long, and with the external screen, it'll hit some rocks on the ground, and then next thing you know, I'm having to replace the outside screen. Luckily, the inside screen is great. Uh, Mine's a 2024. I had the 2023, and it did have that initial little crease buildup from the phone folding right in the center, which I can show you that, like right where it folds, like right there. The original designs would crease after a while. This phone doesn't even look like it's starting to even do it, and I've had it for since it came out, so it's been just over a year now. Awesome. Um, got the external touch screen on it, which has functionality, so you can actually like pull up your messages, uh, motion detector at the front door. Uh, you could actually check your emails. You want to watch YouTube? There you go. We'll pull up YouTube. See, that's how big the delay is. So yeah, and then flip it open, do what you gotta do. You can text, you can talk, everything from the external screen, so you don't actually have to open your phone unless you need to. Good morning, Lindis. All right, let's see, where were we? We are up to 5 people in the chat. Well, 5 people watching. Uh, yeah, we were talking with hopefully Dusty's doing all right. He's feeling nauseous, so he went to go maybe take something. But we were talking like, yeah, let's do some guns and cooking episodes because J Dog then started that one. Oh hell, bad watchdog, bad dog. Got a friend pop over. All right, J Dog, you need to take the helm. I'm gonna kill this one. Hopefully you'll start a live and I can jump over to yours. But I've been going over 2 hours now. And I'm gonna grab me some breakfast. Thank you everybody for joining in. Hopefully everybody else starts their live so I can join in theirs. I don't have a catchphrase yet, so signing off. Wait for the delay.